Welcome to Global Azure Bootcamp Helsinki, organized by Finland Azure User Group. It's great to have you guys here. This is Karl.
This is Sakari.
Here we are. This is the Wi-Fi. Do you have Wi-Fi? Azure guest, password roar with Azure. Let's have a small break there so you guys
And
can
hello
take it.
to everybody on the live stream as well. This is our password to the Wi-Fi.
Exactly. If you are very near, you can use it. No worries.
Yeah, take it a
All
bit.
right, guys.
Yes.
So, you can start with the lotions.
Lotions, exactly. We have 305 locations worldwide this year of Global Azure Bootcamp locations. Different events organized by different people, everything organized by community, not Microsoft, not kind of any official corporation. This is just, Azure user groups around the world organizing events that just happen to collide in this 24-hour period during the same day. We actually have already started and even finished some of those locations in New Zealand because they start the kind of first wave over there, and the last locations will be ending actually tomorrow Finnish time, which will be like Seattle and some of those other US locations. This is 7th time that Global Azure is organized at all, and we have been organizing that here in Helsinki or Helsinki/Espoo.
4 times, I think.
All of those 7 times altogether.
Yeah, but Finland Azure User Group didn't exist on the
exist.
first times.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So even before Finland Azure User Group, we have had
Yeah.
some community events, some community organizing these Global Azure events in Helsinki, Finland. You can see our amazing Global Windows Azure kind of statue / Scott Q's signature and all of that over there as well. The official hashtag is Global Azure. Please use that. Let's show those people in every other location, and also specifically because this year the first time we have also some other locations in Finland. So in Turku and actually even in Oulu we have kind of extra locations in Finland. So all 3 of us are actually the most northern locations of Global Azure. So we are just kind of, previously we had only the one of those most northern locations. Now we have all 3. So that's amazing as a first time as well.
Excellent. So how many of you guys, is this the first time you are in Finland Azure User Group meeting? So a couple of you, actually
Awesome.
Quite many of you.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
awesome. So you probably saw the meetup thingy where you applied or registered to this event. So please, now that you joined, notice that we have 10 events yearly related to Azure. So, and they are all held in English. So you are welcome to join all of them. The next one is in June, I think.
Yeah. Beginning
And
of June.
yeah. So then we'll have this regular one in the evening from 4:30 to 7:30 or so about.
During the weekday.
Exactly. So welcome to the community. Today, this is the agenda. This is what we'll be having. This is now the welcome. Then I'm going to talk a bit about the public preview of Azure Functions Premium. Then we'll have Timo over there. He's going to come and talk about containers. Then we have some lunch that is sponsored by Microsoft. Thank you, Microsoft. That's awesome. And then we have Managed Service Identity by Jonas. That's the quick swap. It was supposed to be Tapanila Teemu, but he got sick. So now Jonas is quickly cobbling something up together for you guys. So don't judge him harshly. And then we have the labs, which is of course the thing in Global Azure Bootcamp, driven by Karl.
That's right. And we spend roughly 2.5 hours on those labs. We all get to do the Global Science Lab that we are going to introduce very briefly during this welcome part as well. And we all get to have a choice of different labs that we have provided. We have all Azure accounts have been provided, all instructions have been provided for you. So you get to choose based on your own interest and background in Azure, what do you want to play around with.
Excellent.
All right, and the global part of Global Azure is driven by community. There are 8 of us who are organizing the kind of global part, providing all of the communications and all of the swag and all of those Azure passes, all of that. And we have a ton of sponsorship that give out different prizes. We are going to raffle some prizes up from at the end of this day from these sponsors, and of course Microsoft being the kind of, from the monetary point of view, the biggest sponsor with those passes and with lunch. Here, specifically here in the Helsinki event, we also get local sponsorship from local Microsoft. We get the live stream to kind of share this kind of joy around, and yeah, so big hand to all of our sponsors.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And about the 8 people who organize this globally, Karl is one of those people, so that's pretty amazing as well.
Yeah. Oh,
so
we had an extra slide. Yeah.
And then it's again thanks to Microsoft and thank you to us. Fast swap to video.
So the big thing that we are going to do, one lab that everyone is going to participate is going to do this global science lab.
Have you ever wanted to discover a planet? How about discovering a planet around another star? We are super excited about the lab this year and have once again teamed up with the Institute of Astrophysics of the Canary Islands in Tenerife to bring you something really interesting.
The research field of exoplanets is one of the fastest developing areas in modern astrophysics. Over the past 25 years, we've discovered more than 4,000 new worlds around stars other than the Sun. And we do that by means of detecting the reflex motion that these planets cause on the parent star, or by detecting the periodic dimming that they cause when transiting in front of the star, by blocking some of the stellar light. Finding new planets via transit detection is nowadays the major source of new planet discoveries. Past-dedicated missions, such as Corot or Kepler space missions, have provided us with strong statistics on the occurrence of planets and the diverse population that they present to us. We know now, for example, that on average there's more than 1 planet per star, and that small stars, which are the most abundant in our galaxy, tend to have several planets of rocky nature, like our own Earth.
Planetary transits offer another advantage. These planets provide a very favorable setup for characterization of the planetary atmosphere, exploiting the fact that part of the stellar light crosses the planetary atmosphere on its path to the Earth. The chemical composition of that atmosphere is imprinted in the stellar light in form of atomic and molecular absorption features. This has led to the detection of several species in the atmosphere of large giant planets and opened the door for conducting similar studies for Earth-like planets in the near future. Previous missions were limited to relatively small regions of the sky. Currently, NASA's TESS mission is performing a survey of the whole sky in search for transits. The primary goal is to find planets around the brightest and closest star to the Earth, in order to provide the best candidates for in-depth study of their physical properties, including atmospheric characterization and, in the future, the search for possible signs of life or biomarkers.
In this science lab, we are going to systematically analyze the new TESS data, searching for new planets discoveries in millions of stellar light curves. We aim to discover and classify, using machine learning algorithms, not only new planets candidates, but also families of new phenomena, such as disintegrating planets, binary stars, and all sorts of possible unique objects that are waiting to be discovered in this treasure database.
We will have the usual point scoring and dashboard system, so you or your location can compete with others around the world. Don't miss the opportunity of taking part on this big day and come and discover a new planet.
Excellent. So, yeah, Global Science Lab this year is about finding new planets, right? Awesome. So we have a, I think it's like over 5 terabyte set of data from NASA, from that TESS satellite. Essentially just a big hopping, optic lens. Oh. So this is your next recommendation.
Programming in Visual Basic. Oh, I pressed play. No, it happens.
This happens.
So,
I'm more familiar with TikTok than YouTube.
I've heard. So, so the lab is quite very easy to, for us to set up. Actually, globally for the global team part, we actually have a kind of centralized place already kind of running. Essentially, for us as part of the lab, we are actually just provisioning these kind of worker nodes that will kind of are instrumented from this centralized perspective, and it's essentially just as easy as kind of just deploying that particular kind of pre-built image in our Azure passes, and there will be this nice dashboard where we can compete with other locations, but mainly compete with, of course, compete with the Finnish locations and obviously win them as well. And we are going to show the dashboard and all of that after the sessions as well. So with that, let's get started with the first of 3 sessions. And Sakke, the floor is yours.